Some of the best moments on the water don't end when you pull up to the dock, they're just getting started. I'm Brian Greenwood, and with my brother, Chef Eric Greenwood, we're bringing you Tide to Table. From the day's catch to the grill, it's all about sharing meals, stories, and time together, the way boating was meant to be. This is Tide to Table from Sportsman Boats.
Good morning, welcome to Tide to Table. We're out here with Jim today, looking for some local wild oyster beds for a Lowcountry Boil we're doing later on today. Jim, tell us what we're looking for when we're looking for oysters.
Yeah, so we're just looking for a nice clean bed. You know, we have some real tall blades here. The oysters are really good. They're near the ocean, so you get a lot of tidal flow here. The water's still cool. We are on the tail end of our oyster season, but the water's still in the 60s, so you know, we still have plenty of cool temps out here. Yeah, we got a good clean bed. These haven't been picked over really well. We've got some nice, really good blades. They're standing up high. We'll get out here. We found a good hard bottom to be able to pick off of. So we just kind of, you know, these just look like really healthy, good oysters.
Great. Well, let's get to it and see what we can find.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, so these pull out like that.
Yeah, see, so what you'll do is you pull them out like this, and then like you look at it and like, all right, you don't want the stem. You just take your little beater here and kind of cull off some of the smaller ones.
So you can make the clusters bigger or smaller if you want.
Yeah, so you got like a nice cluster here, some good oysters there. This one's not any good, but like you've got, you know, there's a good one right there.
Yep.
You just have to kind of pick through. There's a good oyster right there on the end. Some of these little ones aren't that great. You have to kind of pick through.
And the little ones that we're smacking off, will they eventually reattach to a different cluster?
Yeah, so they're gonna grow back. That's why you want to cull them like that. You can see it's basically like the root of the oyster.
Got it.
So when you put that root back in, it keeps growing off of that cluster. So that's why you just don't want to take everything. You want to leave some.
You want to be selective with your harvesting.
Yeah, you want to be selective. Just like any kind of like harvesting any kind of animal or shellfish or fish or anything. You want to be able to, you know, you want to keep that going for future generations, be able to come back and pick them again.
Great.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Thanks for the beating stick.
Here's there's a screwdriver in here as well. You can do the same thing with the screwdriver. But yeah, just kind of find a good cluster that you think looks good. You know, pick a couple blades. You'll see there's a couple of them you'll pick that won't be as good. Just grab a good blade out of it. Find it. You got a good oyster on top. Pick it. You throw it in there. Try to not hit the actual oyster, but try to keep just some of these clusters are pretty good. They've got some nice good ones on there. And we'll take them back and wash them so you don't have to worry about too much. Some of the clusters you might not even have to mess with too much. You just kind of keep going, picking them, look at them. You want like a, you know, you've got an oyster here, an oyster here, and an oyster here, so you got like a three-sided oyster that's still got a little bit of the stem on it.
Yep.
But that's what you want, just an easy picking oyster.
Well, this is the first for me, being going cluster oystering. I've always done singles. This is a pretty wild experience, I'm not gonna lie, but I love learning new things, so glad to be here today. But do you keep that whole, or do you smack that in half, like in two, or just put it back?
No, I'd keep that whole, yeah, because you got, well, this one's, yeah, see, because you got an oyster here, here, here. That's a good cluster. I would keep it, I love those.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, these oysters right here, they taste better than anything you've ever bought, because we're out here picking them, putting in the hard work.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
These are gonna be right on the money.
So how many of these can a single person grab in a day or in a week or whatever?
Yeah, definitely. So each saltwater fishing license is allowed on a recreational level, is allowed 2 bushel baskets a day.
Each person?
Each person.
Oh, wow, okay.
So there is a boat limit as well. I'm not sure exactly what it is. What we're doing, it really won't matter because I'll do like 2 bushels at a time, never overdoing it. But yeah, so you can do basically 2 of these bushel baskets per day per person for what we're doing. So
that's a lot.
Plenty for an oyster roast, steam, yeah.
Okay.
And you can see, like, one of the best things about out here too is you can take these oysters. I wish I had an oyster knife, but this is fine. And you can take them right here. I mean, they're just
look at that.
Full meat. But I mean, yeah, that's as fresh as it gets right there. good stuff.
Oh man, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Look at that.
Oh God.
Grab that sucker, taste it. He's right on the money, man. You can just taste the ocean in that thing. I mean, it's just so fresh. I mean, doesn't get any better than that.
You're not kidding.
This is what
That's
I grew
one of the
up
best
doing.
oysters I've ever
I mean, this
had.
is
And I've
literally-
eaten.
When we grew up, we'd come out here, we'd pick them. I'd sit here with my dad, and as he's picking all the oysters, you know, I was so slow. We would just sit there and just pick the oysters as we were going. You know, he'd
Well, that
be
would be
filling the
my
basket,
problem.
and I'd be chucking them.
I'd be
Yeah.
eating more than I'd be actually catching, so I'd kept my 2 bushel limit and only bring back a bushel.
Exactly, exactly.
Wow. I've had oysters from all over the country, but I will say these are right up there with some of the best I've ever had.
I'm telling you, man, that's wild caught right there.
And I've never done wild oysters, catching
Yeah.
them myself. I've always had to purchase some or
And look
go to a
around
fish
us.
market.
I mean, this is it's
And I
it's
bet you
not
can go-
infinite, but it's such a great resource. I mean, we're 5 minutes from the house, and you know, we just pulled up on the first bed we pulled up on. It's
And we can
beautiful.
go to a different creek and eat that oyster, and it's going to taste a little bit different because of the
Yeah.
minerality in the water and everything. So we can get a
100%.
full versatility with it.
Further you get away from the ocean, the closer you get away from the ocean
Oh,
or
man.
to the ocean. I mean, it's awesome.
All right, well, let's get to picking.
And unfortunately, you know, people have gotten to the point where they'd rather go to the seafood store and buy oysters, which is great for like the seafood guys.
Well, it's
But
convenient.
it's just such an easy resource to be able to get on your own.
Yep.
And it's here.
What do you think, Jim? I think that looks like a good amount of oysters.
Yeah, I think we're doing good. I think we definitely have enough to keep some people happy.
Yep. That along with the other stuff we're about to cook up,
Heck
I think,
yeah. Little crabs, some shrimp, all kinds of stuff. We're gonna be doing good.
yeah, I
We're
think
gonna be
it's a
eating
good
right.
start to the day.
Heck yeah. Leave some for the next folks.
Yep. All right. Let's wrap her up.
You see that thing right there? I'll shake the sucker off. This is where it gets nasty. All right, where are you gonna go? Let's go on the bow. Yes.
Welcome to another episode of Tide to Table. We're down outside of beautiful Charleston, South Carolina, and we're going to do a little local flair combined with our local flair.
That's right.
We're from Maryland. So what's on the menu today?
We're going to do a traditional Lowcountry shrimp boil. We're also going to do a traditional Maryland style crab steam. So we've got 2 pots going here. One's going to be for the shrimp, one's going to be for the blue crab. And we're waiting for the water to come up to a boil. So while that's happening, we're going to add some seasoning. I'll also go through the ingredients that we're going to put into this Lowcountry boil.
Very simple ingredients. You know, these are the type of things that every coastal area kind of has their own twist on.
They have
this.
their own version of it. You go to Louisiana, it's a Louisiana crawfish boil. South Carolina, North Carolina is a Lowcountry boil. Up north in Maryland, it's crab bakes.
Rhode
Boston-
Island's clams. Yeah.
Boston has their lobster. So every region of the United States has their version of a backyard barbecue.
Very simple ingredients.
That's right.
Taking what's local, putting
Yep.
it together, and having a great time with friends and family. That's the plan, right?
Can't ask for anything more than that. So we're going to start with the shrimp boil.
Okay.
If you want to open up that lid, that probably
I
hot?
would better off using this, Eric.
Gosh, I never steer you in a bad direction. All right, so in this pot right now, as the water's coming up, I've got 2 heads of garlic just cut completely in half.
Okay.
Handful of onions and a couple lemons. I'm just kind of getting that water seasoned like a really light stock.
Yep.
And then we're going to hit it with a whole bunch of seasoning to really spice it up.
As long as there's Old Bay in there, I'm
There's
involved.
definitely going to be some
There
Old
we
Bay.
go.
Local fish shop gave us their custom blends. I don't even know what's in it, but it's going to go
We're
in
in
our
low
shrimp
country.
pot.
Let's use it for low country boil, right?
That's right. All right, Brian, if you want to dump that Old Bay into that pot, I'll dump this seasoning. And it just dawned on me. I had a blast this morning.
Wait, I wasn't here this morning.
I know, that's why I had a blast this morning. I was out with Jim picking cluster oysters. We have those to cook as well.
We need another pot.
We're going to use these two. We're going to cook the crab. We're going to cook the shrimp. We're going to dump it on a table.
Okay.
We're going to bring this pot back. We're going to steam some oysters
3
real quick
courses
as well.
of seafood, local seafood.
3 different local
Heck
seafoods
yeah, let's do
on
it.
a table. Let's do it.
Little Old Bay.
Goes
Maybe
a
a
long
lot of
way.
Old Bay.
You can never have too much of it.
Good deal.
So we're going to stir that in.
Another meal you couldn't have done without me.
Yes, Bri? I'm doing the stirring though, so actually I'm taking
You went to
full-
school for that, though.
I did. I spent a lot of money going to culinary school to learn how to stir a boiling pot.
Natural talent here.
But I also learned how to use a towel when touching hot metal, which obviously
I didn't take that class,
you
did I?
did not take that class. We're going to rip this propane burner up, get this thing boiling. We'll be back in just a minute to show you what ingredients we're putting in.
All right, well, our guests have arrived.
They have.
Looking down, it looks like we're up to speed here.
We are boiling.
All right.
Let's start adding some ingredients.
Sounds good.
Shrimp boil, we want to add ingredients. So the ingredient that takes the longest to cook, we're going to add first.
Okay.
And we want to time it in a way that by the time we add the shrimp and they're fully cooked, that first ingredient, which in this case is red potatoes,
Is ready to go.
is perfectly cooked and not overcooked and falling apart.
Okay.
So we're going to start with potatoes. Probably give it 10 minutes or so. We're going to add some corn, then add some andouille, then add some shrimp, and we'll come back and show you about the time frame of that.
Okay.
But in the meantime, if we want to get the potatoes going, you go ahead and open that
Yep.
lid. Nice. Eric, Brian, you did it once
All right.
already.
You
We're
ready?
not doing this again.
All right.
All right,
Oh,
so we're
is it rolling?
We got potatoes. We got about 5 pounds of red potatoes here, cut into about the same size. That's another thing. If you have red potatoes that are varying in size, find the smallest one, cut your biggest ones into that size.
Okay,
so
that
they
makes
all
sense.
cook evenly.
Yeah, that makes sense. So we're gonna give that, you said 5 to 10 minutes, kind of let it pre-cook
I'd
before we add
say-
the other ingredients?
Yeah, I'd say that size. Let's give it about 10 minutes or so. I'll grab a spoon, pull it in there, see how well it's cooking.
Yep.
The corn's not going to take long at all. The andouille sausage we're using from bovine and swine, that's fully cooked, so we're just
Okay.
reheating that. And then the shrimp is going to be minutes.
That's probably the quickest. So you're just
Yeah,
waiting for
we
that to
just-
pink up real quick.
Yep, if you overcook the shrimp, it gets really leathery and kind of mushy. So we're gonna go literally maybe 2 minutes, turn the flame off, let it kind of come down and heat a little bit, dump it on the table.
What are we
and
doing
let
with
our
that
guests- This is the Maryland style crab,
Our favorite.
our favorite. So
Yeah, you're learning.
all we have in this pot right now is water.
Okay.
You know as well as I do, our grandfather
You're
always
missing
cooked.
an ingredient.
We're missing a couple ingredients,
But main ingredient.
which is,
To the beverage can
those
over
two
there.
cans over
We
there?
gotta
Yeah.
have a little bit of that
This
for
is
this.
true.
A little extra flavor.
I'll give you a beer, I'll give me a beer,
What do we pour it in there?
both of us.
Oh, we're not drinking these?
We might take a
Okay.
sip, but all right, so 2 cans of beer, whatever beer you have lying around. Our grandfather used to use Red Dog, if I'm not mistaken,
Or Yingling. Yep.
or Yingling. I do remember as a kid, he had a 30-pack of Red Dog in his garage fridge,
It was from Maryland.
and it was the same 30-pack for a decade. So if you're like that, great. If
It's
not,
like aged wine.
it's he ages like wine. Next is gonna be apple cider vinegar. Do it by I just judge it. We usually have a gallon of this kicking around.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be 2-3 cups,
Okay.
depending on what you want.
Can't really hurt it.
Nope.
The vinegar is adding flavor or helping to break down is it
Who knows?
a little bit of everything?
A little bit of everything. I like adding it because it's apple cider vinegar. It adds a little bit of sweetness to the steam.
Okay.
We're not submerging the crabs in the liquid.
It's the
We're just
vapor.
steaming it. So
Yep.
you want all that effervescence, that aromatics to have that flavor. So beer, you can't eat crabs without a beer in your hand. So I'm
Yep.
sure that's where it came from. Just dump the leftover. You can go and grab another one at that point.
Makes sense.
Vinegar, yeah, it's just going to add a little tang to it, and then
Okay.
that's where we're going to leave the water. Once we start adding crabs, we're going to put
Then we'll put the
all
Old
this
Bay
Old Bay in
over
layers
top.
and
Yep,
just let
yep,
it go.
yep.
I think that looks about good.
Looking
We
good,
used-
smelling well.
Yeah, about a quart or so, a couple cups. We're going to put the lid on this. We're going to make sure we're going to light it because you can't heat it up without it being lit.
Usually helps cook things, Eric, if it's under a burner.
Oh, you can hear that. It's going to be ripping here in a minute.
Good deal.
Going to give the shrimp, or I'm not the shrimp, but the shrimp boil.
Yep.
Potatoes are only 1 in it. We're going to give that another couple minutes. We'll come
Okay.
back and check on it.
Get the crabs ready in the
Yeah,
pot, huh?
we'll get the crabs ready to go.
Sounds like a plan. All right, we're back. I got an empty net here, or basket here.
Yep. Let's get some crabs in there. This is coming to a boil. Those potatoes are about ready to check.
Okay.
So let's get our first
So we're
batch
on
of crabs
schedule.
in. We are perfectly on schedule.
All right. Here. I'll do the dusting.
So growing up, our dad and grandfather used to always want to do a layer of crabs, a layer of Old Bay, layer of crabs, a layer of Old Bay. So we're doing that as well. Well, these have some fight in them.
They're good looking crabs.
These have
Grandfather would be proud.
some fight in them. He's attacking the tongs on us right now.
He knows where he's about to go.
Going to the sauna. Hey. Let go.
They're not very trainable.
I have yet to train a crab. I've been very good at eating them when they misbehave. I think that's probably good for the first round, Brian. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan, bud.
Okay, I'm gonna put a little more Old Bay on here.
Sweet. Put that over there. You open the top of that for me. Use a towel.
I've got tongs.
There you
Even
go.
Smarter.
All right, let's get these over the heat.
Yep. Cover that lid. I'd say we give it 15 minutes or so. Just like with our grilled crabs the other day, we want to make sure that the entire shell is red all the way up to the tip of its claws.
Right color is how you really tell them.
You really do, and the Old Bay is red, but you can tell which color the shell is. But yeah, good rule of thumb, 15-20 minutes for these like medium-sized crabs. Yep. A little bit longer for those big old jumbos that we
Sounds like a
sometimes
plan.
get.
It's been about 10 minutes.
It has been. The towel's already there for your protection.
So we are doing
we're gonna do some corn next.
corn next. All right,
Yep.
bud.
We'll I'll actually grab this spoon. I'll just double check that those potatoes were, I think they are. Oh yeah.
Looking good.
Those potatoes have about 10 more minutes combined. So we'll add the corn, give it a few minutes, give it the andouille,
Little shrimp at the
a
end.
little bit, 3 minutes at the end for andouille. So 3, 6, 9, 12 minutes, it'll be in your
I
belly.
love it. Well, the friends and family that are hanging out around here are getting a little restless,
can
so let's
see
get them
it,
some
yeah.
food.
All right, corn's in, lid back on.
Cover that back up.
I'm gonna look at my wristwatch, 3 minutes or so. We're good to go.
That's about right.
According to my wristwatch, it has been about 3 to 4 minutes.
Okay.
If you want to open that, we'll add some andouille.
The andouille.
And get even
Crabs
closer.
are smelling great.
Crabs are
This
almost
is smelling
there.
great. I am ready.
All right,
Good deal.
let me just stir that up.
Let me show you how it's done.
So can you? No, you're just gonna stir the pot
That's how you
figuratively and
do it.
literally.
I'm a really good pot stirrer.
You are. I think everyone here can attest to how well you stir the pot.
All right. Give that.
3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Got it.
Crabs will be ready in about 4 as well.
Okay.
We'll add this shrimp, pretty much turn off the water immediately. We're just gonna let that shrimp in the
you don't
hot
wanna
water.
overcook the shrimp, it gets
we're
all mushy and-
Just
yeah.
gonna let it come up real quick, and then we're gonna dump it on the table and let our guests dig in.
Love it.
Yep.
All right, so it's been about 3 minutes.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, let's open the shrimp pot, or the shrimp boil. We're gonna add this shrimp, pretty much turn that heat off immediately.
Okay.
I just checked these crabs. They're looking great. We're gonna turn this heat off as well and just let them rest and kind of come up the temp a little bit more.
Sounds good.
So yeah, we'll get these shrimp in, get them on the table, rinse these pots off, and remember, we still have oysters
We
to
still
cook
got some
too.
oysters to put in there, and we're gonna get this feast going. You ready?
Yep. All right, those cold shrimp just killed that water. So what I'd like to do, Brian, I'd like to give that a stir, put the lid on. As soon as it comes up to a boil, let's kill that heat.
Sounds
In
good.
the meantime, I'm gonna turn this off, the crabs, and let's take a peek and see what these look like.
There, that beautiful red color that I remember.
All right, crabs are turned off. Let's check those, make sure that water's boiling. When it is, kill that heat.
We're back to a nice slow boil.
Awesome. Let's kill the heat. We'll let that soak. While that's cooking for the next 2 minutes or so, let's get these crabs over on the table, and we'll get the pots cleaned up for oysters.
Love it.
Awesome. All right, big bro. Look at these oysters we picked
Oh man,
yesterday.
they're looking good.
Careful. Without gloves, these things will tear your hands up.
Man hands.
You really don't, though. That's the crab pot.
All right.
No.
We're
We're putting oysters in crabs?
There we go.
No. All right, so he's cleaned out the shrimp boil pot. There's still a little bit of excess seasoning on the edges, but that is great.
These are the ones that you and Jim got this morning, huh?
That is, yeah. So these, I put a brick on the bottom of that straining pot because we're not going to boil these, we're just steaming them.
Yep, so you want it raised out of the water.
Yep, and these oysters are so ridiculously good that we're only going to cook these just until they just start to pop open. We're not fully
How long
cooking
is
them. 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't want to cook them like clams or mussels. We want to just wait for them to open. That way they're still almost like medium rare in a way.
Sounds good.
And they're going to vary in temperature based on the size of the oyster, but a couple minutes on that. Shrimp and crabs are already on the table. We got another batch of crabs in here,
Yep.
even more to cook. So we're gonna go do this.
They're hungry people hanging
and
out
then
here,
we're
so
gonna
let's get
chow
going.
down.
How we looking?
I think we're there.
Okay.
We are there.
Oysters are done.
Oysters are
Lowcountry
done.
Boil, crabs are on the table. People are gathering.
They are. I want to get, I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too.
hot. Good cooked.
Thank you all for joining us on another episode of Tied to Table. We'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, please remember to subscribe. Thank you.
Take care. What's that?
I'm now in the eating phase.
Don't worry, I'll take care of the rest.